It's my favorite season of the year. No, not winter, not spring. That time right in between. Spy balloon season. You know, the time of year when our enemies decide to humiliate us by flying spy balloons over our country, knowing that our president isn't going to do a damn thing about it. It's that time of year again. Spy balloon season, my favorite season of the year. It is in full swing. We got people out here basically Easter egg hunting for spy balloons. And now fishermen off the coast of Alaska have found what they think is some type of spy craft from a foreign country. They've contacted the FBI, and now the FBI is having emergency meetings. They're going to meet with these Alaskan fishermen to look at what may possibly be another spy balloon or some type of spy craft that was found floating in the ocean. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just the second day? I think it's just like the second day of the third month of 2024. And man, oh man, 2024 is showing no sign of slowing down. It's all pedal to the metal from here, baby. But let's go ahead and dive into this article and figure out what's going on. Fishermen delivering possible spy balloon to FBI in Alaska. Commercial fishermen off the coast of Alaska have found what officials are concerned could be another spy balloon, and they are bringing it to the shore with them. FBI agents will meet the fishing vessel when it comes into port, which is expected to be sometime over the weekend. The Bureau will then transport the unknown object to the FBI lab in Quantico, Virginia, to be analyzed, as has been done with previous surveillance balloons. The fishermen shared photographs of the object with law enforcement upon encountering it, the sources say. All three sources emphasized that it wasn't clear what the object was, and it may not be a balloon at all, but that the FBI is determined that it was similar enough in appearance to a foreign government-owned surveillance balloon that it warranted further investigation. The FBI said in a statement Friday night it is aware of debris found off the coast of Alaska by a commercial fishing vessel. We will work with our partners to assist with the logistics of the debris recovery. So you got people out here fishing for scrimps. They're out here trying to gather us some crab legs, okay? Americans can't even enjoy crab legs and scrimp anymore because the goddamn Chinese keep sending over these spy balloons. Just the other day, we had another balloon that was floating over America. They even scrambled fighter jets to intercept it, and then that story kind of just disappeared. They blamed it on some type of hobby balloon or something like that, but you know, I thought that we had the most advanced military in the world. I thought that at the very least, our military would be able to tell the difference between a spy craft from an enemy country and a used car lot balloon floating in the sky. But if you let them tell it, it's as if they don't know the difference. But I can tell you right now, I've been on this earth for 32 years, and we were not scrambling fighter jets to fight balloons until Joe Biden got in office. But there's no telling how many of these things are floating over our heads. And the scariest part about the balloon situation to me is if you don't know about these random low quality, low budget balloons that are floating over, imagine the more sophisticated equipment that's at play. Because all this balloon situation has shown me is that America is not as ready to defend itself as we think we are. I know there's a lot of bluffing. I know we got a lot of equipment. I know we spend a lot of money on military stuff. I get it. But if a balloon can float all the way across America without no one saying anything, And if it's hard for them to detect a hot air balloon, basically, imagine the advanced equipment that is out there. Who knows? You know, we're being surveyed and watched in many ways. But, you know, when it comes to China spying on us through balloons, I'm more scared of our own government spying on us. You know, what's China going to do? You want to watch me sit here and make YouTube videos, China? You want to watch me go eat a 5-piece peach barbecue wings after this video? You know what I mean? What do you want to see? But when it comes to our own government, I'm more worried about them and how they're spying on us. But this is just yet another situation that is kind of humiliating, because if they find this floating off the coast of Alaska, fishermen found this. Okay? That's an important detail. The Navy didn't find this. Fishermen. Which lets you know that the U.S. military, whatever this was, either they had no idea it was floating around our country, or they lost track of it, or something. Because in no scenario should we have flying objects flying around our country that we don't know about. Yet, here's another situation. Yet another situation. And we don't know if it's a balloon or if it's some other type of craft. We don't know how long it's been floating in the ocean. And I think a concern that I've seen a lot of people have is people think that what if one of these balloons is like filled with something? Like what if, you know, just throwing it out there, because a lot of people have talked about this, what if they filled one of these balloons with like containers of like a deadly airborne illness or something like that, and we blow it out of the sky only for the illness to rain down upon all of the U.S. citizens? I think people have been worried about things like that as well, but I think that this is just the tip of the iceberg. Today, it's balloons. Tomorrow, it will be submarines. There's no telling how much stuff is going on in the skies above our head. There's no telling what's going on in the oceans. I just know that our enemies, they know that we're vulnerable, and they're taking advantage of it every step of the way. And I'm afraid that because we have... It seems as if the people who are running our country are not only incompetent, but they don't have our best interest at heart. And I'm worried about what has been set up over the past few years. You know what I mean? Because it seems like our country is getting invaded, it's getting spied on in every which way. And what's the end game? What's the end game eventually going to be? And even if someone else comes in the future and shuts this stuff down, and they try to turn our country around, you know, maybe it's already too late, because maybe the damage is already done. Maybe the invasion has already happened. Maybe our enemies are already here. Maybe spy equipment is set up here and there and there. You don't really know. And none of that stuff seems far-fetched when you think about the fact that Alaskan fishermen, as they were going out there to get fish for us to eat, so they can go out there and get some tuna and sardines, they're finding spy balloons now. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comments below. If you're feeling generous, you can donate to the channel via CashApp. Maybe we could use the money to buy our own spy balloons so we can spy on China. But if you want to help the channel for free, you could like the video, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.